Disney is the parent company that owns FXX, which is a network that plays a lot of these adult-themed cartoons.
Yeah.
So they have greenlit Little Demon, and although they say it's targeted towards adults 18 to 40 years old, the main character of the show is a middle school-aged girl. The fact that it's a cartoon also, I mean, that just is always going to appeal to kids. Essentially, the show is about a woman who has sex with Satan, gets pregnant, and gives birth to the Antichrist. And her daughter, who is the Antichrist, is coming of age. And when that happens, Satan realizes, I want to have a relationship with my daughter, and starts pursuing, knowing her, and claiming her soul. So that's the premise of the show.
Okay.
Which is
Who
bad.
even comes up with that kind of thing?
Well, okay, so
it's
that's
like Rosemary's Baby, isn't it?
Yes, so that was actually their inspiration initially, is they wanted to come up with a show that had a theme of a cursed womb and what happens, you know, when you've got a character that's dealing with that. So the people that created the show, I looked into their background, because when you look at the show just at face value, it's filled with violence. It has paganism. It has full frontal nudity. It has 173 instances of foul language.
Adults full frontal? Hopefully not the child, at least, right? Like,
yes, but I will say regarding the child, she's 13 years old in the show. The very first episode is about her getting her period for the first time. So they show a lot of graphic things in this cartoon, and they really justify what they're able to show because they can get away with doing so much more since it's animated. Yeah. So the graphic violence and nudity, so it's full of all of these things. So I feel like a show like Little Demon is really glamorizing and glorifying revenge and vindication and violence. And I'm just not sure that they are thinking about what the repercussions of that will be when we're exposing not only just children, but adults to this sort of programming over and over and over. And then we wonder why we have violence in schools, or why we have all of these horrible road rage incidents. People feel like they've gotten the green light because this stuff is so readily available, and not only put in front of our faces, but really pushed in front of our faces.
Yeah.
So there are some groups that have been protesting the show, who have been asking advertisers to pull their advertising. The Parents Television and Media Council sort of leading the charge on that. And they did get Olive Garden, T-Mobile, and Burger King. They were frequent sponsors with FXX, and they did decide to pull their advertising.
That's good.
So the more people...
hit them where it hurts.
Definitely. The more of us that can write to the network, write to those advertisers specifically and say, hey, I saw that you advertise on FXX. They're running the show Little Demon. This is why I think you should pull, you know, your funding. I think it can make a very big difference, but it just takes a lot of us caring about it, saying something about it, and trying to make, you know, something happen.
We do have to be vigilant in stewarding our child's mind, and also in showing them, because as you said, it's not just trivializing Satanism, it's actually glorifying it. And it's not just atheism. It's not just, hey, God isn't real. It's actually, hey, here's Satan, and he's someone that you actually, you know, should be following.
Right.
And so we have to teach our kids as Christians that, hey, look, this is not just a cartoon character. This is not a game. This is not something that we mess with. This is not something that we laugh about. Satan exists. Evil exists.
Right.
Demons exist. The spiritual realm exists. And Ephesians 6 tells us that that is who our battle is against, the powers of darkness that we cannot see. And so teaching our kids too, that there is a spiritual battle going on for your heart and soul right now. And while I'm your parent and while you're under my house, I am going to do everything that I can to help you fight that battle. So we're not going to mess around with things like this. So one good redemptive part is that it gives an opportunity for parents to teach. I know that you saw this commercial. I know that you saw this at your friend's house. Let's talk about it. Yeah. It's not that, hey, this isn't real. It is real, and it's dead serious.
If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe to our channel so you'll be sure to see similar videos from BlazeTV, with the added bonus of signaling YouTube that your voice and opinion still matters. And if you're looking for more great conservative content, check out one of the 2 videos suggested here.